joshuadavidling and the brood of writers present a living epic poem of Beauty and the Bigdog, a tale of rhyme and wrestling, of a rookie, a veteran, and an unlikely alliance in a world where professional wrestling is real. Check out the description for more information. And now, Beauty and the Bigdog.
Sweaty underneath his sort of clean clothes, Joshua Slater sighed and let out his woes. His fingers jittered on the wheel of his van thanks to the contents of the now empty can that clinked in the cup holder as he pulled into the lot for the Orlando Arena where he'd finally get a shot. The previous night was an emotional farewell as he left his old home for the WWL. NGPW was a great place to work, but it was nothing compared to WWL's perks. He'd be on TV, regionally at least, and he'd have enough money to eat like a beast. All this played on his mind despite the 9 hours straight he'd driven overnight. Caffeine would sustain him, or at least for now. He'd shower, then nap, then the crowds he'd wow. Security let him through with no problem at all, and he walked with his duffel bag down the long, winding hall. His mind was preoccupied as he took the place in, and it was impossible to hide his wide, boyish grin. And as his eyes for the locker room did search, someone bumped into him and made him lurch. "What are you doing?" she said, irritated. "I'm sorry," Joshua said. "I should have waited. Can you tell me where the men's locker room is at?" "Boy, what is under that baseball hat? Do you know who I am? Did you pay your respects?" Josh thought for a moment, his mind perplexed. He almost didn't recognize her because his eyes were bleary. Then he thought of who she was, and the thought made him cheery. "Miss Supergirl herself, Jessica Valero. I'm sorry, my mind feels like jello. I drove here straight from my last indie event, and I thought you were injured until present." Jessica smiled and shook Josh's hand. "First time in the big leagues? Treasure it, man. You might one day be great, but this will always be your first. And I'd love nothing more than to stay and converse. But I have to attend a meeting down the hall. The men's locker room is just past that wall." Jessica pointed the way, and Joshua thanked her. He thought about much. His mind was a blur. Would this job work out and better his life? Could he stand with megastars and put up a fight? If you'd like to support these stories, please visit joshuadavidling.com and sign up for our Story and Song Club. For a small monthly donation, you'll receive some great rewards, and you can cancel at any time. Join the Story and Song Club today.